Right, let's get this little beast finished, shall we? Final part, see you in a minute. Right, well, there's lots of little bits that you didn't see me take off and put back on. So I'm just going to show you. I'll put all the pipes and hoses back in here now. And let me just show you what's involved so that you'll know that what you're going to come across. This is what you take off as well. So I'll just run through and show you what I've done. Right, well, in the engine bay, here we go. All the pipe work that you can see here, all going around here. All this sort of stuff coming off there, underneath there, to the radiator there, that pipe there. And this all the way back to the turbo in there. That's all the pipe work which I've just literally replaced. This here as well. This bracket here that holds these pipes on here to the turbo. Oh, there's a clip I've missed there. Look, I'll have to do that one up. Also the engine earth down the just behind that pipe there. You can't see it, but don't forget to replace that as well. And also these pipes going to the vacuum, different points of the engine and various things, so they've all gone on. I haven't got the airbox in place yet and the battery. That's the last two things on the top here. And if we can look down through the front where the fan cowling goes, you never saw me replace this or take that out. But as I say, I've still got the engine rocking. As you can probably see there, I've not done that rear mount up yet, because when I actually took it out, I took it out of this gap here and it was very, very tight. So I'm hoping that having the engine mounting off the rear engine mount is going to make it a little bit easier for me to slide it back in. And as you can probably see, there's a couple of electrical connectors down this side here which we've got to relocate, and also there's another one down this side as well. And if we go over to the fan cover, here's the actual fan cowling here. That will go in this way. So the bottom of it, there's one down the bottom there, and the other two are mounted on the fan themselves. So those are the three connections. You've got the dual fans here, as you can see. So that's got to go back in now. And as you can see, coming under the front of the vehicle, there's that bracket there to go on, which holds that air vent pipe there. There's a couple of cable ties and pipe clips that just clip in along there and a bit further up there. So that's really all you've got there on the front of the cross member that holds it in place. And to be honest with you, this all went in pretty easy, but it was handy just having a picture of the layout, so I was able to see from the picture. And I actually took a screenshot of the video, actually, because I went back and looked at the video. I think it was the second video where I see all the pipe works in the actual video, so I just took a screenshot and brought that out. So yeah, there we go. Everything's near enough back in up here. I did the throttle, not the throttle, I did the gear cable mechanisms from earlier on when I had it all out and easy to get to, so that was already done. And there's nothing really more here for me to show you, because as I say, all this is now done, apart from me just gonna have to tighten up that clip there, which I'll do now. For little things like this, for example, that clip was in place there, and there was a hose clip, just rather than it hanging, that just sort of rotates and pushes back into there like that, and that's back as it was then. So little things like that, it all sort of comes together pretty well. So don't be too daunted by looking at this as it is now, because once you start taking bits out one at a time, this actually went together in no problem whatsoever. So you know, it might look daunting when you first open the bonnet up, but it basically isn't. And then we've got that turbo connector there. That is obviously going to be off the lid of the air intake there. So as you can see, I've not put that on yet. There's the airbox there, which is going to be situated on top of there. So underneath, I've got the calipers to go back on, the discs to go back on. These are all tightened up. I haven't torqued this one up yet, and I haven't actually torqued up the subframe mounting bolts. I thought I'd leave them to rest for sort of a period of time before I actually torque them up. So I've got to check the manual for the torque settings on them. I've got a torque wrench, so that's not a problem. And the centre engine mount, and also the flexible hose connector for the exhaust has got to be put back on. And basically, fill the water up. I've got to charge the battery up. Yeah, it's stuck on the Triumph at the moment when we move the Triumph. I needed to have the battery on it for some reason. I can't remember what it was for now, but so I've got to get that off and put that on charge. So whether I actually fire it up today, I might try the battery on there, I'm not sure yet, but I'm just going to carry on now, just finish these little jobs off which I've showed you, and I'll see you again in a minute. Right, that's in now, but there's got to be a simpler way of getting that in. I can't see that being the way it comes out, but I think probably you'd have to take this manifold off for this turbo thingy, this air manifold. That's what I would suggest anyway, but I've got it in there. I've just got to nut the bolt up and then just connect up the electric, so I'm going to do that now. Blinking clips are no good on this. Lucky enough I've got a couple of spare Jubilee clips, so I'll be putting these on instead. There we go. That's it, all back in. Right, everything is done. The drive shaft nuts have been torqued up. I've gone around all the subframe bolts, they've all been torqued up. Steering columns reconnected up and everything in the engine bay has been put back in. Now I've got the battery out. I don't know whether it's got any charge in it, but we'll give it a go anyway, see if it turns over. I've also got to get an extra wheel nut for each of the front wheels because obviously they were the locking wheel nuts and you coming out? Come on. Come on. It's a big moment. I'm trying to get Sharon out here. I need you to climb over the seat again, baby. Come here. It's still up in the air because I want to check for leaks and all that and stuff. So, but we can run it up, get it up to temperature, hopefully, and
What? Put the heater on?
No, not yet, darling. There you go. That's your one, I think.
Forgotten.
Yep, try that. Now I don't know if it's going to start, as I say, because battery is an issue. Possibly. It's been standing out there with no charge in it, and although it weren't connected, but we don't know. Let's see what lights come on first. Hold on, wait there, Sha.
Don't be filming me.
Come on, baby.
There's no see-through.
No, they don't. Right, footlight well still work. Look, there's some juice in the battery.
You ready?
Right, it's in neutral. I know it's up in the air, but
Handbrake's not on.
yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, turn them off. All the indicators. Hold on.
Ready?
Go on in.
Well, I never.
Oh, I like it. That's all right. Just a little bit of revving, only a little bit. How about that? She lives. Right, I've got the lid off the expansion bottle at the moment, as you can see. Hope to bleed the air out. I've filled it up with coolant. Right, put your foot on the clutch here. Is your foot? Move the seat into your proper position. Put your seat forward first. Foot on the clutch. Is the clutch feel alright? She's forgotten how to drive. Right, it's in reverse, yeah? Just gently lift your foot off the clutch. Yeah, wheels going round. Put your foot back on the clutch. Just want to get that oil circulating around the gearbox, yeah? Try and put it in first gear again. It's in first now, yeah? We'll go into second, third, fourth, fifth. Have you forgotten where the gears are, dear? Yeah, just let the gearbox circulate a bit of oil first. That's what I want. Put your foot on the clutch. Yeah, and the wheels come to a stop. Take it out of gear. Right, switch it off. And there we go. There's the old gearbox done now. We'll show you it driving around in the next video. As I say, I'm just going to finish this video now. As you can see, it's all back together and there's no sign of any leaks or anything. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this series. The clutch appears to be working okay. The DMF's not rattling about like it did do before because we've got a brand new one. Okay then, thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed this series and we'll see you again in the next video. And until then, bye for now.